You know you learn enough to start job searching until you feel you are confident how much is learning of the programming is enough to start looking for your first dream job. Let's take, for example, the role of the front-end developer. If you want to know how much you need to know before starting the job, actually it's not that too much, but you always need to master your foundations: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and your library or framework. Let's pick up ReactJS. Probably you will take 1 or 2 courses. Let's take, for example, Udemy courses. You will take 1 course for the JavaScript, which will probably include HTML and CSS foundations within it, and another one for the ReactJS. Take these couple courses, go through them, try to finish them at your best. Don't stop at some levels. Try to keep going until you feel you are confident building functional apps and features on your own without instructions. Once you do this learning with your courses, the practice is an important part. Keep practicing building more or less real stuff. By real stuff, I mean go and grab those open APIs which is available online and try to build some apps. For example, take a weather app, weather API, and try build app which will show the weather in any city in the world. Or take Spotify API, take restaurants APIs or Google API, and try using that API, build a minimum functionality. So by that way of learning, through the practice, through actually building real stuff, you will gain more confidence and more practical knowledge. So once you've done your practice, and you don't have to overdo that, once you've done it, collect those apps you created and build them in portfolio. Portfolio is important to have when you don't have anything behind your career to showcase in your resume. So you will show whatever you can do right now, which is your portfolio, which is your learning base you learned so far, and the apps you built so far. So you can actually showcase to the employer that you can build this kind of apps on your own, and you can demonstrate them. So your apps within your portfolio, it's a good to have GitHub account. I would say it's important. Your potential employers can see how you build the code, but it's also important to build this app online, actually putting them online in the hosting. They can go online, like typing the domain name, and actually can see your app, which is working. They can, for example, if it's a weather app, they can type city, click enter, and they can get result. So that's how your portfolio should look like. Do you want to collect all these apps on your personal website? It's a nice to have. It's not important, but it's important to have the GitHub repo and your portfolio ready. Your personal website, having all these things inside in one place, it's a nice thing to have. And it's also demonstrates you can build also the website which will be managing this. At this level, you don't need to go to the perfection level, because you will never be ready fully in terms of you'll never be master level while you're learning, because you need to learn enough to get your first job. And once you get that job, trajectory of your learning will be increasing exponentially. It will be like once you start working day to day, you'll be putting like 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. The speed of your learning will just go crazy up. And that's how you become a better software developer, through the practice, but not through the studying endlessly. So don't chase perfection in studying. Study enough so you can build stuff and you can showcase that you can ready for your first job. Once you've done with the step, go and do some preparations for the interview and coding challenges. One of the ways is going to the websites like Leetcode.com and do some easy level coding challenges. I think it's called popular interview questions, and go on the easy level. Try to get comfortable with the the way the task is given and the way you will handle them. Look for the answers, since for the first time you will not know how to solve them, and just keep practicing and try to be comfortable with this kind of a task. Try searching on popular interview questions for the front-end development. Specifically, the questions will be around HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also ReactJS as well. If the position is for the React developer, the questions will be around that topics. Behavioral questions. It's a very popular topic. Using STAR method, which is situation or story, task, action, and result, will help you a lot being comfortable. So whatever you are coming for the interview, keep in mind at least 2-3 kind of stories you want to talk about, how you handled some kind of situations. While you do applying and you have a free time, keep practicing your coding interview skills, how you pass this coding challenges on Leetcode or just related to the web development, specifically for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and ReactJS. Go open that video study while you do the job applications. Searching for the job will take you time. You want to use that time, the buffer time between, to keep learning, keep improving your interview skills, learning base, and overall your expertise. While you're applying for the jobs, it's all about how much you apply versus others, how faster you apply. So ideally you want to search them daily, maybe even like few times throughout the day, and apply as soon as possible, and apply at the maximum amount of numbers. Don't be like applying to the 10, 30 or 100 jobs and feeling comfortable like you've done the thing, you can go and relax. Keep applying until you get a job offer and you accept that offer. And of course, never give up. Every fail or every rejection, every feedback you get from the interview, even if you don't get the feedback, but you get experience either through the job application, either through the online assessments, coding challenges, or the interview itself, talking to the people, looking for the requirements, seeing what is required from the job, what is actually being tested, what type of the questions. Every fail will contribute to your overall experience, how you're mastering these interviews. With every interview, with every rejection and fail, you will get better for the next one. So that's how you raising your chances to get the job